Hey, MarkKing here in his article. This is an older article. Somebody sent this to me about this from 2015. I mean, it's been covered to death probably, but I'm just gonna add my experience in this. So teachers give high marks to girls, right? So, this is the from the BBC. It's in the well, it's UK. It's UK based. It's by Sean Quaglan. Teachers are more lenient in their marking of girls' schoolwork according to international study. Um, a report on gender education across more than 60 countries found that girls receive higher marks compared to boys of the same ability. Research suggests that girls are better behaved in class, and this influences how teachers perceive their work. Differences in school results sometimes have little to do with ability, says the study. Okay, I agree. If someone tends to be really well behaved, you tend to be more lenient to them, and early on, it's usually girls who are more well behaved. But again, everything goes with the bell curve. You're gonna have boys being the worst behaved in class. You also have boys being the best behaved in class. All right, so everything's like a bell curve here. I just want to touch upon that. For some reason, it, it, I point everything towards single fatherhood. Like the boys need their fathers, and the boys with the other fathers, and the always and they tend to take up their female centric thinking. So females are about victimhood, and these boys who at the bottom basically are victims. That's how they think. I had sometimes when these boys kind of implied I was racist, right? Because why you tough on us? And they don't understand their actions. Everybody else is well behaved. They don't understand. Poor actions have consequences. Of course, as we know in the modern school system, it's never the children's fault. It's always the teacher's fault. Teachers' classroom management is called. And I consider classroom management bull, right? If you get a group of a-holes, no amount of classroom management skills will change that. They're going to be a-holes. Okay? And especially in these urban schools, say if there's about 20 kids, you may end up with 6 or 7 a-holes in the class. I've had like that was the max. I've had 8 a-holes in one class. Imagine that constant fighting, constant bickering. They always talk back to you. I mean, they're very physical. If you get my drift. And these were like some young kids. This is like maybe 10, 11. Maybe slightly less, slightly more. I can't remember too much, but yeah, these are some of the things. But anyway, this does happen, and again, and it should. Like a lot of times, teachers are like, "Look, he's a good kid in class. Let me try bumping up a grade." But this is very very helpful when it comes to high school when boys should have the behavior together. Okay, all right, and you'll see a lot of times teachers do give breaks in school to kids who are well behaved. It happens. This is why people should be well behaved. Anyway, disengaged, but it also just read this here. It also reveals that teachers can be biased towards giving girls high results. It's also could be like you see a wounded animal, like you look at a man, he can survive. You know why the way a man talks. Again, if you talk to somebody, you know who's smarter, you know who's not too smart. You know who has best survival instincts, who doesn't. It could also be that you feel sorry. It's like the I'm not just gonna say it. It's like the kid who's retarded, right? You tend to give him more bricks than the kid who's not. It's kind of like that. Girls tend not to be as good as boys at most things, right? And this happens throughout our school and lifetime. Nobody wants to admit it. Like that could also be it. You feel sorry for people who are weaker than you. It just happens. It's compassion that people have naturally, and it's okay to have compassion, right? But we have to be honest and talk about it rather than pretend and pass blame and pretend it's something to do with racism or sexism. Okay, girls aren't complaining when they're being given free stuff or better grades just for being a girl. They complain when simply the boys surpass them. Okay, it's the same thing with the race stuff. Okay, People don't complain when they're getting free stuff. They complain when they're still getting free stuff and they're still getting surpassed by other people. Okay. But anyway, I just want to touch upon this, and it's like I think in my heart of hearts, I've also done this type of things where I kind of done it too. And this right, it suggests that teachers whole stereotype, like this thing right. Yeah, stereotypes can be wrong, but it's also point towards accuracy. Is like just dealing with people in life. You know who's who. This is why, like, when you see a threat, you cross the street. Okay, not always, but when you see the people who look like a threat, you cross the street. Okay, you could call it stereotype. You could call it instincts. You could also call it being very smart and bright. Okay, if something looks like it's a problem, it probably is. If a woman looks nuts, she probably is nuts. If she looks like a slut, she is a slut. If she looks like a good girl, she probably is a good girl. That's the way it goes. You are the way you present yourself, okay? First impressions. Anyway, that's it. I won't touch upon this because this is like 2015. It's been probably done to death. It just popped up again on the radar, and I never really talked about it, and yeah, this is it. So anyway, it's an interesting article, but there are reasons exactly why people are the way they are. Right? Alright. Take care. Bye. Thumbs up, share, save, subscribe. Bye. See you later.